The chances are, if you are watching this video, you are stuck as a trader. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the most essential part of being a meme coin trader, and this is going to be one of the most important videos I've ever made. This is the most essential shit you will ever hear, and if I could go back in time a year from now and know everything that I'm about to tell you guys, I would be in a 100x position right now. But that's what I'm here for, boys. I'm going to be showing you guys how to build your mindset and teaching you guys everything you need to know until you get bored of making money. Now, about a year ago, I started trading meme coins with about $70 in my bank account. I literally had no money. I had no direction. I had no idea what the fuck I was going to do. And when I came across meme coins, I was not no overnight fucking success. And when I first started trading, I was the most emotional trader of all time. All I did was sit there being scared of losing money. I was just crying over every little loss. I wasn't learning anything. The only thing I was doing was screaming when the chart went up and screaming when the chart went down, because I get it. When you don't have a lot of money, losing money can seem like the fucking end of the world. Trust me, I know. When I first started trading with like $70, I pretty much lost like 80% of it on the first day, and I almost fucking cried. So out of anybody in the entire crypto space, I get it way more than everybody else. I was not born from money. I did not come in here with $1 million. I started poor. I was filled with emotions. I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. But if I was to compare myself from now to a year ago, the comparison is absolutely insane. I used to cry about losing like $20, but now sometimes I lose like 5 bandos in one day, and all I do to cope with the pain is just like lean back in my chair and play Clash Royale. Like that's my coping mechanism now.
As you can tell, this deck is one of the best in the whole Clash Royale.
So I'm telling you, emotions are something you really need to get a handle on, and I'm going to be going over all of it today. So if you're really serious about this, please lock into this video. This will be one of the most important videos I will post on this channel, because I'm going to be spitting straight fucking knowledge. So without any more yapping, I'm going to go over how we're going to structure this video, how you guys are going to learn and build this mindset over time, and how we are going to get fucking rich.
I promise you one thing on everything I love. They don't want you to have stars in the roof. They don't want you to have stars in the roof, so I got stars in the roof.
So for the first part of the video, I want to talk about the conception of money and how you guys might view it. Now, I get it. When you are really new to crypto, you are super fucking scared of everything. You really don't want to lose your hard-earned dollars. You just worked a 12-hour grave shift at McDonald's. You came home, bought some Solana just for Cupsy to full clip on your dome piece, and now you want to break down in tears. And trust me, I get it. I've fucking been there. But I really want to tell you guys how you should be looking at the money. Now, this might sound like a really hard thing to do, but I really want you guys to practice acting like the money is already gone. Now, I know you've probably heard this a lot. Only invest the amount of money you're willing to lose. And that is true in some cases. But obviously, at the end of the day, nobody fucking wants to lose money. Nobody is going into crypto or going into meme coins with the intention of losing money. That's just fucking stupid. But instead of going into trading being scared of losing your money, I really want you guys to just build the shell that you've already fucking lost your money. You guys need to stop looking at Solana as dollars. As soon as your money leaves your bank account and goes into your Phantom wallet as Solana, you need to look at that money as it is fucking gone already. It doesn't exist anymore. So a huge thing that a lot of you guys will be doing when you first pick up meme coins and you're still looking at it being very scared of losing your money is when you click on any coin, you will come over to your little P&L bar and you will have this shit set out in dollar value. Now, when it's in dollar value, there are dopamine receptors in your brain that are going to be fucking frying every time that dollar goes into the negative, and you will be all hippie and joy when it goes into the positive because you see it as real money. You see it as dollar value. But when we switch it to Solana and we are up some money, when we are up 0.1 Solana, we're not looking at it like we're up $20. We're just looking at it like we're up 0.1 Solana. Like, what the fuck is 0.1 Solana? If you see a big trader in the space make a huge play and he posts the P&L on Twitter, what is he going to post the P&L in? Solana or US dollars? They are always going to be posting it in Solana. These big traders don't even look at their trades as they just made money. They look at it as they just made Solana, because as long as this money is in your Phantom wallet, it is not yours. It's not in your bank account. You cannot go and spend it yet. For this money to be locked in and be your money, you have to withdraw it and put it back into your bank account. So why are you sitting here stressing and crying about losing the money that's not even yours? When you put the money into your Phantom wallet, boys, that is not your fucking money anymore. It's in God's hands. Whatever happens to that money happens to it. It doesn't matter anymore. So I really need you guys to build up the shield of not looking at your Solana as dollars. Stop looking at it as US currency. Look at it as play money. It's just another worthless crypto. It doesn't matter. You really need to be looking at it as soon as this money hits your Phantom wallet, it doesn't exist anymore. And once you remove the dollar value from trading meme coins, the emotions that you can remove is fucking insane. I promise you, it is going to boost you up by like 100 times because you stop caring about losing. The entire reason people lose so much is because they care so much about losing. And what this does is it gets them so scared to enter trades. It gets them so scared to buy dips. It gets them so scared to buy pretty much anything, to the point where the only time they do buy shit is when they FOMO into something, or they just get bored of waiting and sick and tired and want that dopamine hit, so they just buy some random shit and lose again. I promise you, if you are going in here weeping and hollering over every little dollar you lose and crying when the chart goes down, shouting when the chart goes up, you're sitting in a Discord with 100 people screaming when the chart goes up, oh, everybody look at this coin, oh my god, it's mooning. That is some little kid emotional ass shit, and you need to remove it from your entire strategy. But yeah, man, I just wanted to quickly go over removing the dollar value from trading. Hopefully that made a little bit of sense. I might have been yapping a little bit in there, but I'm really passionate about removing emotions and removing the dollar value from trading meme coins. So that's our first little lesson and a little emotional hack for you fellas. And now we can get into some of the main structures that I want to talk about. So now I want to talk about something that is very important to me, and it is very, very essential for you guys to know and understand. So if you are still watching this video, please lock in on this part, because you really need to understand where I'm coming from when I'm saying this. So what I'm going to talk about is comparison and comparing yourself to others. And this is something that I struggled with when I first started trading meme coins, and I know a lot of you probably struggle with it too. So what do I mean by comparing yourself to others? If you are a small port trader and you're active on Twitter or you're active on YouTube and you're researching a lot about meme coins, there's a big chance that you are going to come across a lot of people with a lot of money. And the issue with this is when you are a small port trader, you are going to start comparing yourself to all of these big people that have been trading for a very long time, and you're going to start seeing these huge P&Ls from all these different traders of them making thousands and thousands of dollars in one trade. You're going to start seeing people making $100,000 a week, $1 million a month, and this can really have a huge effect on your mental health as well as your growth as a trader. So when I started trading and I had a very low port, I had no money, I used to watch a lot of big people on YouTube and follow a lot of people on Twitter, and it was getting to a point where I was seeing so many people get so rich so quickly that I was getting filled up with a crazy amount of FOMO. And what this was doing to my brain was I wasn't getting happy with the money that I was making anymore. I wasn't content with the money that I was making, and I would pretty much put myself down about every little thing that I was doing. I wasn't at the same level as all these other traders. I wasn't making $1 million yet. I wasn't making $100,000 yet. I wasn't making anything, and that was really having a huge effect on me, because when I started getting profitable, I wasn't grateful for any of the money that I was making or any of the goals that I was achieving. The entire way up, I was pretty much just finding myself a new person to compare myself to, and what this can do to your trading is so much more significant than you fellas might think. For example, if you're a small port trader, let's say you have 0.2 Solana in your port and you're joining a Discord call and you see somebody with a 100 Sol port, the chances are you are going to feel like way less of a trader compared to the person with a way higher port, which is going to deteriorate your confidence as a trader. You're going to be comparing yourself to that other person the entire time. You're going to be FOMOing into things, and you're going to have a completely blurred vision and not follow what you think is right to do at all. And I know it's a very popular saying, but comparison is really the thief of joy. That cannot be more than fucking true. If you are comparing yourself to other people all the time, you are never going to be happy with yourself. You are never going to be proud of yourself. You're never going to be proud of the trades that you are making. You are going to go through life fucking miserable. You need to pat yourself on the back from time to time. So a big way to get over comparing yourself to other people and having this big feeling of FOMO all the time is just distance yourself from other traders. It is okay to trade alone. alone. When I started comparing myself to all these other big traders, I completely just blocked it out and I just locked in by myself. It is totally fine to sit here by yourself in a dark room and trade alone, because at the end of the day, you are worried about yourself. You put yourself first before others on the internet. Do not worry about what your best friend is doing. Do not worry about what a trader you just met online is doing. Do not worry about what a KOL on Twitter is doing. You need to worry about yourself and getting up your money. And if you block out all the noise and you just lock in by yourself, you don't compare yourself to other people and you just focus on your own bag, the emotional strength that you will have as a trader will be 100 times the other person. I promise you, just from not comparing yourself to other people, you will become a profitable trader faster than 99% of people. So please do not take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. I'm spitting straight knowledge to you guys right now. I wish somebody told me this shit when I started, and you really need to be paying attention. I'm not going to repeat myself. If you don't understand what I'm saying, please rewind the video, listen to me again. I'm giving you guys a heart-to-heart conversation on what you need to do and how to train your mind. But I just wanted to go over comparing yourself to other people because it really is the thief of joy. And I just want you guys to know you should be proud of yourself for taking these steps. You should be proud of yourself for sitting through these entire videos. That shows that you want it more than everybody else. And if you're willing to learn and you keep going no matter the circumstances, I promise you, you are going to make it. I 100% guarantee there is no outcome where you do not make it. If you keep your head down, you build your strategy, you build up your emotions, you are going to become a very, very successful trader. No matter how the market conditions are looking, no matter how many people are telling you it's over, no matter how many other people are losing, it doesn't matter. You need to worry about yourself. You need to lock in and retire your fucking family. But yeah, I just wanted to go over comparing yourself to other people, man. It's very, very important. And now we can get on to the next part of the video, which might just be the most important part of this video. So please make sure you lock in and pay attention. So for this section of the video, I want to go over tracked wallets and how they can have a huge impact on your trading. So if you don't know what I mean by tracked wallets, all I mean is when you get a KOL's wallet or a person with high presence and you're able to track their every movement from buying to selling. And I'm going to show you what you should be watching out for, who you should be watching out for, and everything to avoid when you are tracking wallets. So you can see on the right side of my screen, I have a wallet tracker myself pinned up on the right. And this is not used so I can copy trade anybody. I only use a wallet tracker to know what is getting volume and what narratives people are bidding. I would never look at a wallet, buy something on my wallet tracker, click on the coin and then buy it myself. I would never ever do that. So there are three main things that you should only be using a wallet tracker for, and I'm going to go over all three, and by the end of it you are going to understand why you should be tracking wallets and what you should be doing with them exactly. So on Axiom, when you click on any coin, and I'm pretty sure this is the same with Terminal and all the other trading platforms, you will have your default wallet tracker icons pop up, and you will have a second option that says KOL tracker that is implemented for you. So if I come over to the top left and click on display options, a little drop down box will come up and you can see track trades and KOL trades. Now track trades is the wallets that I have manually imported myself. So these are all the wallets that I actually chose to track, and KOL trades are all the wallets that your trading terminal has put in there for you automatically. So it's kind of like a built-in wallet tracker. So that's pretty much how the wallet trackers work, and I'm going to show you guys how you should be going about them and what you should be avoiding and using as an advantage. So me myself, I have a big rule of thumb when I'm buying into any meme coin, and this is how many tracked wallets are in the token before I buy it. So right here you can see a million different tracked wallets, and this is automatically a red flag for me because I normally stay away from coins where there is more than 2 tracked wallets holding underneath me, and those really depend on who the people are as well. So if there is 1 tracked wallet, 2 tracked wallets, 3, 4, 5 all holding a coin and you are buying on top of them, then you are going to get demolished. So please make sure you always stay away from buying on top of maximum 2 tracked wallets. If you are buying on top of more than that, you are going to get diddified. I promise you, you're going to lose your money. Just do not do it. So for the second part of psychology when it comes to tracked wallets that I want to talk about is when a tracked wallet has influence on what you are doing with your money. So let's let's say for example, a person like Cupsy buys into a coin and you see it pop up on your wallet tracker. You click on the coin and you know Cupsy, he's a really good trader, he's made a lot of money, but you think to yourself, well, this trader has made millions of dollars, why don't I just buy on top of him, because he clearly knows what he's doing. If you were thinking like that, you are fucking wrong. You are going to get put into that Diddy pack so quick. You are going to get smoked if you trade like that. So I really want you guys to never have a tracked wallet influence you on buying anything. The most a tracked wallet should be doing is showing you what you should be avoiding. If you see a tracked wallet in a coin you're looking at, then you should stay away from it. But does this mean you should only be trading coins where there is no tracked wallets in them? No, absolutely not. You can still trade coins when there are tracked wallets in them. That is totally fine. You just have to be really cautious about who is holding underneath you, and you yourself have to have a good thesis on what you are about to buy. You cannot have these people influence on what you are buying. The people in the coin have nothing to do with you. The only thing that matters is what you think. You don't take influence from anybody else. You don't listen to nobody on a wallet tracker. You don't listen to nobody telling you to buy anything. You really have to do this all by yourself. And this is a big reason that I do not dox any of my wallets, because I would feel horrible if I bought something and somebody very, very new and impressionable ended up losing because they bought of me and they had trust in me, and I just do not want to go to sleep on that guilt. And I know it's not my fault. If somebody chooses to copy trade me and they lose, that's completely their fault. But I am just too good of a fucking person to dox my own wallet and put you guys at risk. So please, 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 moral of the story, only ever use a tracked wallet to know what you should be avoiding. If you see more than 2 tracked wallets in a coin, stay away from it. If you see all these huge KOLs that are known for quickly buying and selling, just stay away. Because if these big KOLs buy something and they are known for buying and selling immediately after, what do you think they're gonna do to you? Do you think one time they're just gonna hold it to $1 million? No, they're gonna sell in your shit. And this is something that nobody ever talks about. Everybody is so scared of talking about wallet trackers and why you should be avoiding them, but I'm not fucking scared of talking about it. I'm going to tell you guys the real shit. You guys know I keep it real 100% of the fucking time. So please listen to what I'm saying when it comes to tracking wallets. Please do it with caution. Do not let these people influence what you buy. But I just wanted to go over tracked wallets. There's a big miscommunication in the crypto space of what people think about it, but I'm just going to say how I feel about it. I'm going to keep it real, of course, and tell you guys how you should be trading with these tracked wallets. And if that was a bit too much yapping, or if I was talking too quick, feel free, rewind the video, go back, listen to it a million times until it really sinks into your brain. Oh. Bro, this guy's using Graveyard in 2025, bro. Get a grip. So one of the last things that I want to talk about in today's video, and this is very, very important, especially if you are a new trader trying to build up a low port, and even if you are a bigger trader with a higher port, you should definitely still listen to this. And I'm going to be talking about discipline and learning when to walk away. So this is something pretty much every single trader struggles with, and you will run into this problem at least once in your trading career. And this is pretty much just controlling your emotions and knowing when to step away from the market. So let's say, for example, you're a new trader, you have a lower port, you load up 0.5 Solana into your portfolio, you start trading for the day, and you rinse that port all the way down to 0.25, which means you have lost 50% of your port. If you are allowing yourself to lose 50% of your portfolio in one sitting, then that means there is something you are doing wrong and something you need to change, because rinsing 50% of your portfolio is no easy task. You really have to be making some fucked up decisions to be able to do that. And I'm just going to try and point you guys in the right direction on what you should be changing and what you should be doing so you can avoid these mistakes. So let's say, for example, you are scanning and trading, trying to find a good token to buy, and you were sitting here for hours on end and you were just telling yourself the market is dead, the market is cooked, there's nothing coming out, you are finding nothing to buy. Then that is your first huge indicator that you should probably just hop off. Because I used to do this a lot. I used to sit here scanning for a meme coin to buy, scanning for that little dopamine hit of making some money, and even when I knew the market was completely dry and there was nothing nothing coming out, there was no volume, I would still sit here and go against all of my rules just to try and find a meme coin to purchase. And normally when you were doing this, you were doing it completely out of emotions. There was no logical thinking anymore. And especially when the meme coin market is in a drought and there's not much volume coming in, you are desperate to find anything for you to buy. So this will lower your standards immensely on what tokens you should be bidding, and you are trading strictly out of emotions and boredom. So if you ever catch yourself saying the market is dry, the market is dead, just get off for the day. It is not that serious. You can always come back later. You can always come back tomorrow, and don't waste your time and lose your hard-earned money out of boredom. Never let boredom be your downfall, because I promise you it is very overlooked. And when the market is dry, that is when it's going to get you fucked up. That's when it grabs you. That's when you get real sick and tired of looking at these dead charts. I've seen so many traders over time make the same mistake over and over and over again. So if you ever catch yourself saying the market is dead, if you ever catch yourself saying this is boring, just get off, bro. You gotta have some discipline in your fucking life. Now, the second part of discipline that I want to talk about is controlling your losses and how many losses in a row you should take until you call it for the day. So a good rule of thumb that I myself use is if I take 5 trades in a row and I lose 5 times in a row, I'm dipping the fuck out. That market for the day is not for me. I get off and I go do something else. If I'm constantly losing on a day and I'm taking loss on loss on loss, what do you think is going to happen if I continue to trade? No, a $10 million runner is not going to spawn out of thin air and bless you and give you a 1 billion X. That is not how the world works. The chances are, if you are on a fat losing streak, you are going to continue losing. And when you are on these losing streaks, for every loss, you are building more emotions on top of the last loss, and more emotions and more emotions, until it gets to a point where you are trading strictly out of rage and all you are thinking is, I need to make this money back. I need it now. I can't go to sleep on a loss. I can't go to sleep after losing 5 trades. I need to go to bed in the green. And trust me, I know this feeling, and it is very strong and very, very hard to get rid of, because I have dealt with this many, many times. I am not perfect. I also deal with the same emotional shit that you guys go through. But this is why we have discipline, and we really need to learn how to stick with our guts. Now, there is a very famous quote that defines this mindset perfectly, and I'm sure you guys have definitely heard this quote before, but it cannot be more true. And the quote pretty much goes, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. If you are taking loss on loss on loss the same day and you keep continuing to trade, trying to make that money back, keep expecting something different to happen, the very, very big chance is you are going to continue losing. You are just ramming your head into a brick wall, expecting Harry Potter and a shopping trolley to pull up and save you so you can run through that brick wall. And the only way that we are going to see success and overcome these different types of emotions is if we listen to our discipline. We have to make rules, and we have to be strict with our money. We don't want to lose. We're trying to get rich, and I promise you, if you just make a couple rules and you follow them, that is better than 99% of people, because 99% of people just get on here and start gambling. They don't give a fuck. People will lose 10 trades in a row, start screaming about it, but continue to make the exact same mistake over and over and over and over again, expecting a different result, and it makes no sense. So the moral of the story is, if you are taking loss on loss on loss, you need to find a point where you call it for the day. There's no point in me sitting there trying to make the money back, because that is just trading on pure emotions. And for the last part of discipline that I want to talk about, and this is pretty much the same thing as what I was just saying, except completely flipped. And for this, it's about making money. Let's say, for example, you hop onto your computer or whatever you trade on and you start the day with 1 Solana. You need to set a ballpark goal on how much money you want to make that day, and do not make it a specific number. If you are starting the day with 1 Sol and you tell yourself you want to make 2.5 Solana, the chances are you are going to be very specific about that number, which is a little OCD. So you need to make a ballpark estimate. You need to tell yourself you want to make around 2 Sol or 3 Sol or 4 Sol, somewhere in that estimate, and then you can call it. And the same thing that I said with the losses. If you take 5 losses in a row, you should probably call it. The same thing when you are winning. If you take 5 trades in a row and you are happy with the money that you have made that day, you should probably sign out. So what did we learn from discipline? We learned how to avoid rinsing 50% of your port. We learned when we are saying the market is dead, we should probably just get offline. We learned if you are taking 5 losses in a row, you should probably get offline. And if you are taking 5 wins in a row, you should probably get offline. And never set a specific number of money for a goal that you want to make in the day. Always just have a rough estimate. Never make it a specific number. And I promise you, if you put all of these to use and you stick to them, then there is nothing stopping you from becoming the trader that you want to be. So there it all is. I've pretty much covered all of the stations of emotional trading. I've tried my absolute best to keep it fully transparent with you boys and go over all of the emotional hacks that I use every single day, that all of your favorite traders use every single day. And if you really put them to use and you stick to them and you just lock in, I promise you, you are going to see the results of a lifetime. And if you have made it to the end of the video, I just want to say you should be very fucking proud of yourself. It is very hard for people to stick around and just listen to a man speak nowadays. So if you made it all the way to the end of the video, that just shows you have crazy initiative. That shows you want it more than everybody else, and you should be really proud of yourself. So give yourself a pat on the back, man, because this video wasn't me trading, it wasn't me making any money. This video was really more just me having a heart-to-heart conversation with you fellas, and I really just want every single person watching this to know me and you are not different. We are all the same. We are all fucking human. I am not better than you in any way, shape, or form. I'm not a better trader than you. Sure, I might have some more experience, but that just comes with time. And if you stick to your guns and just lock in, I promise you, in a matter of time, you can be better than me. You can be better than all of your favorite traders. It is not that hard. So if you really want this shit, man, just stick to your guns. Do what you have to do to achieve your goals. It is not out of reach. It is not impossible. It is not over. There is time for every single person watching this video. And if you guys would like to ask me some more personal questions, go down to the link in the description, join my Discord. It's completely free, and you can tag me in there, ask me any questions you are curious on. And we have thousands of people in there just like yourself, trading every single day, trying to make it out of the trenches. Everybody in there has the exact same goal, and if you are struggling trading alone and you want some help from other people in your same skill level, just join the Discord and you can find all of the help you need. But I really hope I could spit some knowledge today for you fellas. I try to go over everything that I know, and I really hope I could provide some value for you boys. But yeah, man, that's about it for me. If you found some value in today's video, please hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 10k subs before Christmas. If you want to watch me live trade, there are multiple videos on my channel of me live trading and demonstrating everything that I've taught myself. And I also have completely free full courses on my channel. I have 2 full main courses. So if you really want to learn how to trade from scratch, go watch those videos. But yeah, man, I hope you fellas enjoyed this one. I'll be back very, very soon, and peace out, birdies.